Hey, how's it going? This is the Action Artist, and I'm waiting for my friend to come with me to go out to the store. So I thought I would do a quick broadcast while I'm waiting because I still have to get some art supplies. And um, one of the questions that I get a lot is about the name of my comic book, which is I keep looking down here. I should be looking right here. Is why why the name Nutjob, and there is a reason for that. I'm going to go into it right now. The reason I'm using the name Nutjob is uh, once people start reading the comic book, it will definitely make more sense. But it's the reason the name of the comic book is Nutjob is because um, the for one, he just kind of gains that name because of the media. And one of the angles to the comic book is the people that control the news never tell the truth, and so you're they're constantly slandering him and just calling him a nut job, and so he earns the name Nut Job. Also, it fits his character because he is a mechanic with like engineering skills that gets framed, and he's working on like important projects for like the for like government contracts and stuff like that. And also, or before he gets framed, and also and it shows his good life where he's like riding around on fancy like Japanese bikes and with his helmet on and all that. But he also earns the reputation nut job because he gets in some fights and he like really he kicks the shit out of some people, and I'm going to show all that. And also one of the biggest reasons for the name nut job is because when people find out that basically he's going against the tyrannical, I guess what you everyone calls the deep state now. Um, when people find out, they're like, "Oh, so you're taking on the deep state by yourself?" They're like, "You're effing crazy, man." They're like, "I understand what you're doing." When the few people that he finds in the comic book, like he finds a couple of good cops, finds a couple good police officers, not cops. He finds a couple decent people that he can trust at least for a while until they die or betray him. But uh basically like they're like, I see what you're doing, I agree with that, and they're like, and you're absolutely effing out of your mind, but that's really awesome. So the name Nut Job is absolutely fitting for him, and the name of the comic is basically Nut Job, and so and he's a nut job for a good cause, for the right cause. And you know uh yeah, I had another point I was going to make, but I just kind of derailed myself. Let me get my coffee again. Oh, that he like what you find out, or what ends up happening to him, at least for the first story arc. There's like nobody there to help him. He like he basically, oh no, one guy is, and that's the bushcrafter, and the bushcrafter never comes to town basically. And so like the bushcrafter the bushcrafter basically does surgery on him in a cave out in the woods basically. And uh and then the bushcrafter finds out, and he's just like, "You're absolutely out of your mind." He's like, I've run away from all of that, and he's like, "And I live out here in the woods, basically." And he's like, "And I never go to town." And basically, Nutjob, who's his name is Joseph, I think Joseph or Michael, I'm not sure. eventually talks him into coming into town to help him, but only at nighttime and only like a couple times for like a special. Like basically, the Bushcrafters' help becomes invaluable in the first story arc. But later on down the line, like Nutjob walks away from the book. He like ends his friendship with the Bushcrafter. But like basically, no, he finds out, or basically you find out he has no friends. He basically finds out that we live in a horror. We live in a horror novel, basically, like a real life horror novel, and basically like the good people are very few and they have no idea what's going on around them all the time, and he's trying to protect what's left. And it's and you know and so that's basically a rough idea of the storyline. And then in there is tons of graphic, I don't want to say violence, because it's him using force against really bad people that are preying on innocents. And so it's him just kicking the living daylights out of the worst kind of people that you can imagine. So that's the reason for the name Nutjob. And other than that, have a good day. My friend should be down here pretty soon, and I'll be going out to get more art supplies to work on my comic book. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.